Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time. I was in Mexico City last month and then I came home and I caught COVID, which was so fun. And then I had a bunch of things I had to do when I recovered. Then it was Thanksgiving, so it's been a long time since I put makeup on my face. And I have a lot of feelings. I kind of want this to be a get ready with me, but like vent with me, because I know I can't be the only person feeling this way, but like the industry, like the makeup industry is becoming so like gross to me. Like I'm actually like repulsed by what the beauty industry and the beauty community more specifically has become. Last year I had posted this video when I realized how much money I had spent on makeup that year, and I was like, I need to make a change. You know, I have sinned and I have been on like a low buy journey this whole year, if you've seen my low buy updates at all, and I've been doing really well. I think that is like the catalyst for how I'm feeling right now, like how it got me there. So basically, I had applied to be a part of one of these big makeup retailers, content creators that they like, you know, uplift for the year, because I had applied to similar opportunities a few times and I was like, I'm not big enough, I don't post consistently enough, and quite honestly, like they really want TikTok girlies right now, and I just don't find a lot of joy in posting content to TikTok, like makeup. I feel like my purpose on TikTok should be to teach historical stuff. But I was like, let me just apply anyway. You never know. I've really loved this place. It was, you know, where I bought my first makeup. Let me try it. And I obviously did not get in, which I didn't expect to get in. So like, that's not a big deal for me. I was like not expecting to make it because I don't have a follower account. And engagement on Instagram has been non-existent, so I actually just stopped posting there altogether, because I was like, I don't mind like posting for myself, but I don't know, I kind of was like, I don't even know if I enjoy posting on this platform anymore, so I stopped posting on there. But they invited me to like this creator program, and it sold me with like masterclasses with brands, and I was like, oh, I love masterclasses. I know they're like very expensive. Let me sign up for this. Let me apply and see if they'll accept me, and we'll go from there. Not thinking they would accept me. And they accepted me. And I was really excited because immediately I started getting invited to master classes with like brands I really love. Like brands I really love and I respect. And so one of them happened pre-November, so it must have happened in the end of October. And I was like watching the masterclass with this brand, and it became very clear it was not a masterclass to teach you how to do things. It was a masterclass to teach you how to sell a product. And immediately felt weird, you know? But I was like, you know what? If that's how they're gonna do it, like to give me a free masterclass, that's totally fine. But then, so that was a half hour, and then the next half hour was all about how to sell product to people, how to market to people, how to do all this stuff to consumers. And they give you this thing like a commission, like if you sell using this like link, you get commission. And at first I was like, oh, you know, like I'll just put it up, and I'm not gonna like post about it, like I don't want to do that, but I really want the master classes. But the way they were talking about sell, it made me feel so uncomfortable, like supremely uncomfortable. Like I was like, this is so not good, because it's all about buying more and not using what you have, which I've been guilty of buying a few products this year, but I have not bought a lot. I'll be very honest, I've bought way like 2% of what I bought last year. Like I really cut back, and most of the things that I purchased are things that I use regularly and run out of, like mascara, brow stuff. I went into it feeling really excited because I love masterclasses, I love learning, I love makeup, and I love the creativity that comes from makeup. That's what got me into makeup in the first place. And then that was the first moment maybe I realized like the industry and the community and all of that has completely changed. And maybe I was naive to think that at one point brands were actually, I don't know, giving a fuck, like brands like cared about consumers or customers, or like it was a community. And I feel like after that I was like, oh, I'm sure there are some brands that do. I feel like indie brands genuinely care about their customers and their fan base and all of that. But this giant retailer just like pushing product, like having an entire half-hour masterclass on how to push product and being like, well, remember, you earn commission on this, you earn commission on this. And it just felt like, maybe I had a moment of like, I thought to myself, I'm not an influencer. I don't want to be an influencer, but I love makeup. I love artistry that way. And I love being able to express myself. And that's kind of why I post stuff on here. I don't know, it just, I miss it. I post stuff on here because I grew up with old school beauty YouTube and I loved that space. It helped me find myself and it helped me like connect with people, and it just became very clear that absolutely none of that is still like present in the mind of brands. Like, they don't care about community building. They care about selling product, which I know people are gonna be like, duh, Megan, it's a brand. And to that I say, it wasn't always this way. So like, yes, it's a brand, I should be like, duh. But at the same time, I remember a period not too long ago when it didn't feel so, it almost feels like, you know, influencing and influencers have become a way for people to get out of bad situations, right? I have a really toxic job, so I get it. I get the appeal of being like, I am in a really toxic situation, and like, if I just influence, I can make a lot of money, I can work for myself, I don't have to be as stressed. Not saying that being an influencer is easy, because I understand like it takes a level of commitment that I personally just don't have. It feels like people are preying on that now. Because like, you know, we just get a masterclass, we just get commission, but they're not sending PR, they're not, you know, helping you get the product or giving you a discount on the product. You still have to buy it, and then you just have to sell it. So it just feels even shadier. I don't know, it just feels even weirder, because it's like you're gonna have these people spend money in the hope that they can make back some money on commission, knowing they probably will not make back that money on commission, and people go into debt to influence. And I feel like this is like a pipeline for that. Like, that's what I was feeling when I was in this masterclass. Not the first part so much, but the second part 100%. So it was just a very weird experience. I remember like exiting that webinar feeling so not good. It just feels like a very exploitative way to appeal to people and want to do better for themselves. But the only way it seems that that's possible these days is from influencing, which is pushing hyper-consumerism and overconsumption, which is only going to end up harming all of us in the long term when these things are in the landfill. It was a moment where I was like, it felt like exactly the moment I had last year, and I was like, I need to stop buying things. And it was like, I don't want to engage with this as it stands right now. I don't know, it's been a very weird year, I guess, in the beauty community. Brands that you thought were really like different just turn out to be the same corporate brand. And you're like, oh, I'm so stupid. Why would I ever think that a brand would care or be different, or, you know, that's stupid of me. At the end of the day, companies, all they care about is money. All they care about is capital. And then you're like, oh, clown makeup. So I've just had that in mind. And then I've been seeing all of the marketing emails about Black Friday and Cyber Monday going around. And I've been seeing the calls for like a nationwide boycott to not shop Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And I've seen now the studies coming out there being like, yeah, people spent more money this Black Friday, but they bought less things, meaning things are just getting more expensive. And I don't know. It just feels like everything is getting smaller. Everything is getting cheaper. Packaging is getting cheaper. For example, I bought a brow pencil from Maybelline recently, and like, you know the end where the spoolie is? I've had one from e.l.f. for years. I'm no longer supporting e.l.f., so I moved to Maybelline. And like, the place where the spoolie inserts into the component broke off today. I haven't even had it for a month. So it just feels like things are getting more expensive, and things are getting made cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. It just feels like I'm becoming very disillusioned with it all. And it feels like everything on the internet is becoming an ad, especially in the beauty community. I can't go on TikTok without someone linking something in their bio, or having a TikTok shop ad pop up, or, you know, any of that. It all feels very, very, very dystopian. And then of course Black Friday and Cyber Monday stuff came around. I was just like getting all of these emails, and I got like 103 emails in one day about sales. Constant. And so I was like, I feel like those emails, the frequency they go out and the way that they're pitched to you, make you feel like FOMO, right? Like it preys on the fear of missing out on a deal, the fear of missing out on a product you always wanted. And so I found myself looking at things I was not even interested in. And I was like, you know what? This is not what I want at all. I'm going to unsubscribe from every email that comes in, minus like a select few. And then my inbox has been so empty, and it's been so nice, and I haven't felt this like need to purchase things. And just like the psychology of consumerism and the presence of consumerism is just something I'm really just very interested in negatively. So that's just where my head has been at lately, because I don't quite know what to do. There's nothing else to say but that. Like, I have been creating content for almost 10 years just because I like it. I've never gone into it wanting to be an influencer. It's just something that I find joy in. I like creating things. I like sharing my like editorial things with people. Like, I like sharing products I've gone through. I like sharing my life with people. In a world that feels increasingly less connected, it's still a place, at least YouTube, where you can feel like semi-connected to someone, where everything doesn't feel like an ad. And yeah, it's just made me really step back from a lot of things and recognize how we've been conditioned to think a certain way and feel a certain way and act a certain way for corporations. And then couple all of that with, I saw the Sephora ad with Mariah Carey, where they're essentially like making fun of consumers wanting to boycott Black Friday. And it is also that trend of businesses being a mask off with consumers about like their shitty values, their shitty ideals. For me, it started with FabFitFun. I used to have FabFitFun. I was a religious subscriptioner. I really liked it. They were really nice. When my mom was diagnosed with cancer, I made a video about how like the box really brought a smile to my face on like a really hard day, and that I was really grateful for the distraction. And they sent me like a year of boxes for free, and they sent my mom flowers, and it was really cute. And so I was like, you know what, this is a really cool company. Found out the founders are awful people, and the moment I found out they were like Elon and MAGA supporters, I completely ended my subscription. Never once thought about going back, because I feel like the only way to really fight is by making people's pockets hurt. Like, our pockets hurt, they don't give a fuck. But if their pockets hurt, then all of a sudden, whoa. It's just a very weird time. It's just feeling gross, and it's making me not want to buy things at all. So basically, what I'm saying is the beauty community no longer feels like a community. The beauty community just feels like people are salesmen for each other. Like, Michaela is selling this and hoping that you'll buy it, and then you want to be an influencer, so you're selling it to somebody. And a lot of the times products aren't good. People are just hyping it up because they're being paid to hype it up. It's like not the same anymore. Like, obviously I know things are growing and changing and nothing's going to stay the same, but there used to be some kind of integrity, there used to be some level of honesty, and like, aside from Monica Ravi, like, I don't feel like many influencers are that honest anymore. I just feel like the beauty community isn't a community anymore. It's really just become like I don't know, like something I don't recognize and something that I don't want to be a part of, but I don't want to not. I've like stopped wearing makeup. Like aside from when I do makeup for a video, I don't really wear it outside because I still wear masks. But you know, I used to like wear it to go to work and like do a wear test, and I just have like no, I don't know. Once upon a time, it was, I'm gonna do a look. Like if you were on YouTube and you scroll to like your favorite beauty influencer in like 2016, let's say, they'd be like, this is how I got this beautiful eye using this palette. Let's do a tutorial. And they would use this palette. But then they would also say, if you don't have a color like, if you don't have this palette, use a color like this. Now it is, you need this palette. This palette's the best thing in your life. You have to buy it, you have to buy it, you have to consume it. You won't be fulfilled until you consume it. So even the way that I'm seeing videos, like makeup tutorials, are different. And it's just weird. I don't know what to do with all of that. I don't know what to do with all the feelings that I'm having. I know I'm not the only one who feels like this fatigue. I don't know how we change the culture. I don't know how we go back to opening up YouTube and someone using the same palette for 3 weeks straight, showing you all the looks they did with their palette, how excited they are. I don't know how we go back to people going through stuff. I know like, I'm excited that like fun makeup is coming back and colorful makeup is coming back. But I know it's just a way for brands to sell more things because natural, clean girl makeup has been so in that if we go on the opposite side of the spectrum and now colorful makeup is in, editorial makeup is in, the people who have all the clean girl, low-key makeup are now having to buy other makeup because they need to have color, they need to have graphic liner, they need to have all these things. And I know it's gonna, the pendulum is gonna keep swinging and swinging and swinging just to sell things. Like nothing feels authentic anymore. It's so frustrating. Life isn't an ad. Consumerism has created the world we live in right now, and it is suffocating. And I think that's what I feel about the beauty community. It's suffocating. And I don't want to ever look at my creative outlet, something that has helped me with my anxiety, with my self-esteem, with my self-image, and look at it cynically. I don't want to look at makeup itself, the products, the production, and look at it cynically because of the corporations. But it is becoming that. Makeup, I'm not even kidding, truly, I had negative self-esteem. I was in a very bad relationship with a person that put me down in every which way. And the only time I ever felt confident was making makeup look good, making myself feel good, creating something from what I thought was nothing, which was myself. It's always been an outlet. When my mom was sick, it was the one time I could focus on anything but what was happening. You know, when I moved and it was really difficult, it has been my escape. It has been something that has made me feel good. I love doing creative looks like this. I feel so good. And it just feels like it's getting so close to being tainted. And I just miss I'm longing for something I know will never come back. I hope it will never come back because we collectively decide we want something better and we change things for the better. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.